Ola Abinde. I'm a high school science teacher, and we'll be treating biology today. And the topic we'll be looking into is tissues and support system. I believe you're going to have a very good day and a good time also, learning a lot of things as regards the tissues and supporting system. So be relaxed. Let me have your consciousness because that is very, very important. And I believe at the end of the day, you will definitely understand so much of the things we'll be talking about today. We'll start from the objectives, we'll go to the lesson proper, and we'll also discuss some things as regards this topic and we'll evaluate ourselves.
Learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, students should be able to 1. Identify different skeletal and supporting tissues. 2. Make known the location and arrangement of skeletal and supporting tissues in animals. 3. State the different supporting tissues in plants and the arrangement of these supporting tissues. 4. State the functions of skeleton and supporting tissues in animals as well as in plants.
Introduction. Living organisms, including plants and animals, need tissues and other supporting systems to enable them carry out life processes such as movement, respiration, reproduction, feeding, and so on. Also, many multicellular organisms, especially plants and animals, also need to support their bodies in some ways to enable them to maintain their shape.
Skeleton and supporting systems in animals. A skeleton is the bony framework of the body which provides support, shape, and protection to the soft tissues and organs in animal. Forms and components of skeletal materials. The forms and components of skeletal materials includes number 1, cuticle. The cuticle is composed of a protein called chitin and a thin waterproof layer of wax. 2. Bones. A bone is a tissue and a major component of the vertebral skeleton. 3. Cartilages. Cartilage is a tissue found in the skeleton of complex vertebrates, and there are 3 types of cartilages. Number 1, hyaline, vibro, and elastic.
Types of skeleton. There are 3 main types of skeleton. They include hydrostatic skeleton, exoskeleton, and endoskeleton. Hydrostatic skeleton is a type of skeleton possessed by soft-bodied animals. Examples of organisms with this type of skeleton is the earthworm. Exoskeleton. This is a type of skeleton which is found outside or external part of the body of some animals. Examples of organisms with this type of skeleton is Euglena and Paramecia. Endoskeleton. Endoskeleton is a type of skeleton which is found inside the body of animals. Examples of organisms are fishes, toad, mammals. Bones of axial and appendicular skeleton. The skeletal system of bones in mammals and that of the rabbit are grouped into 2 parts. These include number 1, axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton. The axial skeleton is made up of the skull, vertebral column or backbone, the ribs, and sternum. The skull. The mammalian skull is made up of several flat bones which are joined together by means of joints called sutures. The 3 major parts of the skull are number 1, the cranium, 2, the facial skeleton, and 3, the jaws. The vertebral column. The vertebral column, also known as the backbone or spinal column, is the central supporting structure of the skeleton. In mammals, the 5 different vertebrae are: number 1, cervical vertebrae; 2, thoracic vertebrae; 3, lumbar vertebrae; 4, sacral vertebrae; 5, caudal vertebrae. The cervical is found in the neck region, the thoracic is found in the chest region, the lumbar is found in the upper abdomen, the sacral is found in the lower abdomen, while the caudal is found in the tail region. The ribs are long semicircular rods connecting the thoracic vertebrae to the breastbone.
The appendicular skeleton. The appendicular skeleton is made up of the following: number 1, pectoral girdle, pelvic girdles, bones of the forelimbs, and bones of the hind limbs. The pectoral girdle. The pectoral girdle is found around the shoulder in man. It is made up of 2 halves which are held by muscles. Each half of the girdle is made up of 3 bones, which are the scapula, the clavicle, and the corolloid. The pelvic girdle. The pelvic girdle is found around the waist in man. It consists of 2 halves which are joined to each other ventrally and to the sacrum dorsally. The limbs, which is also subdivided into the forelimbs and the hind limbs. The forelimbs of mammals, especially in rabbit, is made up of upper arm bone, which is a long bone called humerus. The humerus further extends into the ulna and the radius, then to the carpus, to the metacarpus, then finally to the phalanges. The hind limb. The hind limb of mammals, for example in rabbit, is made up of thigh bone called the femur. The femur further extends into the tibia and the fibula. The tarsus then goes into the metatarsus, then the phalanges, then finally to the claw, as regards in rabbit. It has also been observed that in most mammals, including man, have 5 metatarsus and 5 metacarpus. Joint. A joint is a place or region where 2 or more bones meet or articulate. Movement of the body or parts of the body is made possible with the aid of joints and muscles. Joints are held together firmly by ligaments, which are made of stiff, partially elastic fibers. Ligaments joins bones to bones. Types of joint. There are 2 main types of joint in mammals. These include movable or fixed joint and movable joint. Immovable joint. These are joints where 2 or more bones are firmly attached to one another by ligaments in such a way that movement of these bones are not possible. Examples of places in the body where immovable joints are found are the skull and pelvic girdle. Immovable joints of the skull are called sutures. Movable joints. Movable joints are joints or regions where 2 or more bones meet in such a way that the bones move over each other, making movement possible. Types of movable joint. Number 1, ball and socket joint. This allows the movement in all planes on direction, that is up to 360 degrees. Number 2, hinge joint. Hinge joint allow movement in one place or direction only, that is up to 180 degrees Celsius. 3, gliding or sliding joint. The gliding joint allow the sliding of bones over one another. 4, pivot or rotating joint. Pivot joints allow nodding or rotation of one part of the body on another. Structure of a joint. The main part of a joint consists of the following: ligaments. These are tough, partly elastic bands of tissues. They join the bones to a joint. They hold 2 bones together at a joint. 2, tendons. 3, articular cartilage. 4, synovial membrane. 5, synovial fluid. And lastly, the capsule. It is also to note that muscles act on bones to cause movement. Functions of skeleton in man. The functions of skeleton in man include: number 1, support. The rigid framework of the skeleton gives support to the body. Number 2, protection. The skeleton protects important and delicate organs of the body. Number 3, movement. The whole skeleton is made up of several pieces of bones which are jointed and brings about movement. Other functions of skeleton include respiration, manufacture of blood cells, storage of mineral salts, shape, and for muscle attachment. Supporting tissues in plant. Supporting tissues in plant give them definite shape, strength, rigidity, and resistance against external forces such as wind and water. Types of supporting tissues in plant. The main supporting tissues in plant are parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, wood, and phloem. It is also to note that the aforementioned types of supporting tissues in plants give support in petals, stems, leaf blades, roots, leaves, and other parts of the plant. Mechanisms of support in plant. The entire plant body, be it internal or external parts, provide the necessary support to plants. Thus, the knowledge of the internal structure of the leaves, stem, and roots will assist in the understanding of the mechanism of support in plants. The internal parts include the epidermis or piliferous layer, the cortex, the sclerenchyma, the vascular bundles, the xylem, the phloem, the cambium, and the pitch. Functions of supporting tissues in plant. The supporting tissues provide the following functions to plant. Number 1, strengthening. 2, rigidity. 3, resilience and flexibility. 4, protection. 5, distinct shape. 6, conduction. With this, we've come to the end of the lesson. Hope you did enjoy the lesson for today. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels for other lessons to be elucidated on the different science subjects. Practice questions. Number 1, what is skeleton? 2, discuss the skeletal system of mammals. 3, what is joint? 4, describe the various types of movable joints. 5, state and describe the functions of supporting systems in man and in plants. You can also drop your questions at the comment. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Flow Rocker. XD Samurai.